Good, beautiful Saturday morning. I wrote something that I just wanted to share. So Psalm 90, 11 through 12 says, if only we knew the power of your anger, your wrath is as great as the fear that is your due. Teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. And then Habakkuk 2:14 says, "For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea." So what is wisdom but knowledge? And, we need to be filled with that knowledge. So I hear people all the time that are like, well, I don't want to be involved with a God who will send people to hell, or why doesn't God just fix any of this? And God doesn't send people to hell. He gives every single opportunity for that not to happen. That is not what he wants. That is not his goal. So I was meditating on these verses, and I wrote, "Why is God so angry?" Because his desire is to give his people hearts of wisdom, that they may know him and acknowledge him in all their ways. He is just and holy. He is obligated to his word and his righteousness. He made a way they all may come to him. He showed the depth of his love in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And said to tell every nation and kindred with the knowledge of the glory in his salvation. Wouldn't you be angry if you sacrificed your child for someone and you poured out that knowledge every moment, even made all of creation scream of that truth? Romans 1:20 says, "For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." Even creation screams of that truth, and yet they rejected you, said it wasn't good enough, and spent all their time striving to be saved by good deeds, by money that is simply paper or numbers on a screen and has no value, or experiences on that screen that also aren't even real. Wouldn't no okay. Now, wouldn't you be angry? You would, because you were made in his image, and even your emotions testify of who he is. Your lack of self-control testifies of your need of him. His judgment is looming because he is obligated to fulfill his word. But he made a way out in his Son, Jesus Christ. Let today be the day of your salvation, that you may gain a heart of wisdom and the knowledge of the glory of the Lord. That is your testimony of his salvation. It is the only way out of the wrath that is coming. So there's more and more every day that is absolutely fulfilling prophecy. And his judgment has been over us for a while. And it's just going to continue to get worse. And if you think 2020 was bad, let me tell you, 2020 got nothing on the tribulation. You do not want to be here. And the only way out was through the saving grace and the knowledge of trusting Jesus Christ, the only Son of God, who gave his life. He came, he lived a perfect, sinless, righteous life that he could become sin for us so that we could become his righteousness. And all that he asks is that we trust him, that we know him, that we love him, that we let him save us. So no more talk about oh, well, God sends people to hell. God doesn't send people to hell. People send themselves to hell by choosing to reject him, by refusing to admit that they are not God. God is angry, and rightly so. You would be angry too. You get angry when you ask the person in the drive-through to make your sandwich a certain way and they make it a different way. So if you sacrificed your child for that person and they rejected you and they wouldn't come to you and they made football and money and pornography and drugs and all of these things, or political parties, all of these things more important than you, you'd be pissed off too. And guess what? He's God. He gets to be pissed off. When we're mad, it's so much lesser. And I mean, we go seeking vengeance for stupid things. People kill each other all the time over $10. And I mean, it's time to stop saying, oh, well, I don't believe in a God that does this, or even this, well, science can't prove that there's a God. That science does prove that there's a God, firstly. And you can't see or prove emotions, but you still feel them. You cannot see words as they come out of my mouth, but you still hear them. You can't see the air around you, but you can feel it touching you. You can feel the temperature of it. You can hear it. So it's just enough. It's enough. It's time to stop messing around because he's coming back so quickly. Oh my goodness. I guess I will be done because apparently I am needed elsewhere. But be encouraged. It's time to turn to Jesus. Love you. Bye.